What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to another unboxing showcase review, and completely out of my realm, but we did get Hasbro's new starting lineup series. We did get the Philadelphia 76ers Joel Embiid number 21. I kind of just had an impulse buy on this, and there was a reason for it because Hasbro Pulse had put these down to $29.99, which was a completely different price for when they first were released at the $49.99 price. It's a complete change. I know there are reasons for that I am not confirmed on those, but regardless, we have a lower price on it, and I just had to get this figure, considering the fact that this is my home team, the Philadelphia 76ers, and Joel Embiid is quite the athlete, quite the star in the NBA, in my opinion. Other people, hey, you never know. But this is my this is finally my figure of a 76ers player. I was surprised to see him in the lineup to begin with, just because it was, I thought they were going to go a different route in regards to classic characters, people from the past, but no, they went modern. So I'm happy to see Joel Embiid in this starting lineup series. Now, I'm just going to take a look and see what this is all about, because this is an athlete. This is a basketball figure. Of course, all of my figures in my collection are all, fantasy, comic book series, things like that. So completely different, but I love this representation of having Joel Embiid in my collection, so why not? So I did open this before on my live stream, but I put it back in the box so you guys can see how it's all put together. We do have this a completely different style of a cardboard packaging, where it's kind of like a pizza box in a way, where you just open it up. It is sealed with tape here. So we'll take a look and see how everything is definitely put together. And look at that, something just fell out. So as you can see on the inside of the box, this side here is the figure. We do have a stand and Series 1 trading card of Joel Embiid right in here. So we'll take a look at that. And there's some more stuff underneath here, so you can see what it's all about. Right here is the accessories that come with the figure and the flight stand that's right underneath this piece of cardboard. There you go. So let me just unbox everything and we'll talk all about all the pieces. All right, guys, here we have everything out of the box. So it is, I guess you could, I'm going to call it limited accessories. It's not a lot. So there's a little bit of some playability here that we can work with. As on the back of the box, you can actually see some of the information, such as the optional hands that he has, the trading card, and it shows an image. It looks like more of a CG graphic type of image, showing that this is a 7-inch figure as well. So let's kind of put all these things together, and we'll take a look at the accessories one by one and discuss them. So first thing is this stand. The stand actually has some pegs on it for the bottom of the feet on the figure itself, so you can have them standing right on this base. The S and the L for starting lineup, from what I can see, and the U, am I missing something? What is that U? SLU, is that starting lineup? I don't know. I could be wrong. Is that a U? Well, yeah. Shows what I know. But we do have the flight stand here, in which this will peg right in here, and you can see it's just a simple ball peg right there. So it looks like it has some maneuverability to turn it, and we do have the place where it holds the body up, and it's just a simple peg, which looks like it can rotate as well, because I could see the little notches in the grooves like so. So let's do that, put that together. Look, very simple. You can hear the ratchet of where you can maneuver that, and this simple pop in. And can we turn this? No, I don't think you can turn it. So I was wrong. It looks like with these notches in here, it's just a simple plug that you go just like that. This is really the only articulation that you get out of the stand. We do have the trading card here, starting lineup series 1. It is encased in this cardboard like envelope. but let's take a look and see. It has a penny sleeve in here. So it's got like a hollow foil on it. Got Joel Embiid, which we see right here on the box as well. And there are his statistics. So on the figure himself, he does have a pair of relaxed hands. He's also got a pair of his defensive hands like that, open palmed like so. He has a left hand pointing finger. And then he has a right hand with a Wilson basketball that is permanently attached to the hand, which I can understand the idea of that because it makes it easier. I wish there was more of an option of a peg in the hand where you can insert the ball. That's just my opinion. But then again, I understand for aesthetic purposes, you now have a ball that has a hole in it. So I understand that, but I feel as if a little bit more in accessories to have that option would have been nice. All right, let's go over the paint and sculpt of this figure because it is a very good looking figure. We're starting off with the head. I mean, look at that face sculpt. They actually did a very good job in regards to the face sculpt. I mean, this is right now on hand with the image that we have here on the trading card. So not too bad in regards to that phototech realism on the face. The hair looks really good as well on the beard and on the head. All of the different sculpted attributes for how his hair is. So not too bad, looks really good. Even with the eyes, so they did well with the phototech on the eyes too. So it's nice to see the different skin tones with the lips and the face. Everything looks really good. Of course, with the skin tone, all looks nice. Not too bad looking. Everything looks really good. There is some muscle definition that you can see that is sculpted. So it looks very, very well done. We do have some seam lines here on the skin of the arm. It's not too bad, but it's not. Those are some of the things in action figures that you kind of just hinder upon, but it is what it is. We do have the uniform, which looks really good. We do have some scuffs on the uniform. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like this type of material, you could easily scratch it up a bit, possibly with the arm of the flight stand. But also at the same time, because this is more of like a flexible and pliable material, you can see how I'm kind of squishing it around. The unfortunate part is it's a different shade of blue versus the one on the shorts. So you guys can kind of make that out. You can see this is more matte finish. This almost has like a gloss to it. And the sculpt of the shorts, you can see completely different. There is some sculpted lines all created throughout the shorts to show that realism in there. There is a little bit in here, but unfortunately, because it's a different plastic material, it just looks like it's two different it's two different colors. The paint is still nice. Everything looks really good. The lines are all very well done. There are some seam lines, of course, you can see that. But I don't really see any issues or bleeds, I would say, that make it too much of a disappointment. We got on the back the NBA logo, Embiid 21. Everything looks really good. I don't know if this is right. Is this where it kind of cuts off here in the uniform? It's been a while since I can't really tell. But if this is correct, then that's correct. I'll leave it at that. You can still see more of the sculpted lines here. Everything looks really good. And then we have the legs. You can see a little bit of the sculpt in his legs. I know he's wearing the white nylon material. So actually that looks really nice. I like how they did that. We have the Nike socks going right up to the calves right there. And we have these Under Armour sneakers, the gold and the white, like so. Oh, look, there's a blue stripe on the socks as well. So looks really nice. Very well done in regards to it. Oh, we also have the NBA logo here, Nike logo, the drawstring hole area where you could see that. So you can see some muscle definition in his abdomen right there as well. So not too bad. Looks really good. Everything looks really nice. Hands sculpted very nicely too. You can see the wrinkles in his hands right there. Also on the palm side of his hand, all well done. Still looks really good in regards to paint and sculpt. And then for articulation, luckily, considering there's not a lot of clothing, but sometimes there can be a hindrance, but we will test all of that out. With the articulation, we can move left and right. You can see right there that the neck went with it because it is a separate piece. So that's actually pretty cool that we can maneuver with his head and the neck. The head can look up that much, can look down only a little bit. I believe it's just a dumb ball joint in the head. So you can have to maneuver the neck with it to look down a bit, but hey, that's quite all right. There is a little bit of tilt that you can have some emotion and expression on his face like that, so that's pretty cool. We do have butterfly joints to kind of help with some of the articulation and the flexibility of an athlete. So that's nice to see, that butterfly joint. It's not a lot though. I wish it was deeper. I wish you can make that a little bit deeper so you can maneuver the arms a little bit further back. And of course also forward, because those butterfly joints, to make it forward so that he can kind of grab the ball with two hands. Like we can do it like this, but once I let go, it's not gonna stay. So butterfly joints would be, I wish it was a little bit deeper, it would help more. We have an upper bicep swivel, and we have double jointed pinless elbows like so. Unfortunately, I didn't mention this. The elbows looks like a different type of plastic, so it looks like a completely different shade of brown. So that is unfortunate, but we do have the nice articulation like so with a double joint. Now the diaphragm, we have, I can't tell if there is a diaphragm cut. I think there is, but I can see that there is a ball joint at the waist, so you can turn and maneuver like so without seeing like a straight line cut, which is nice. Oh, you can see that there is an ab crunch right there. So it's not a diaphragm, I believe it's an ab crunch, but how far can we go? It's not bad. It's pretty good. And with how far back, practically that much. So having that ab crunch and of course the ball waist, very nice in maneuvering, but there is some hindrance. It's very limited. We do have, well, I guess you can maneuver the legs a bit because it's very bunchy up here. It's thicker. So you can move it back that far, move it forward if you turn in and out, but not as much. But I think there is, yep, there is a upper thigh cut to turn the leg. So that's still good, but with the shorts on, you can only move so far. And then the pinless double jointed knees, which is awesome because look how far back that can go. And he does have a boot cut, you can call that, but it's a calf cut right there at the sock, so it's hidden. And then he's got some ankle pivot. It's not really going to go back, but it can go forward a little bit. So there is some hindrance because of the sneaker, high top sneakers. So it's not going back as much as I thought it would, but there is your articulation. Now let's do some size comparisons, considering the fact that I do not have any other starting lineup figures. Of course, I do have my other lines that I collect, such as Marvel or DC or G.I. Joe, things like that. So let's just do some comparison and see in terms of height, because it is interesting how you can, you know, collaborate and mix your figures together. But here is a Marvel legend. This is Vulcan. We'll see how tall he is. Now, Vulcan's one of a more taller character, so, and a regular sized character at that. But you can see in regards to Joel Embiid, they actually made his height pretty accurate in regards to that 7-inch tall figure. And here we also have Star Wars Black Series. We have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, Star Wars Black Series is definitely a much more smaller scale, but you can see the height difference between the two. And next up, we have a Mythic Legions Gladiator figure. And some female figures. Here's some Marvel Legends. We have Mary Jane and Cindy Moon. And we also have G.I. Joe Classified Series Sergeant Slaughter. So now in the background, I'm going to lift the camera up, but I do have this basketball hoop. This is, I believe, made by Dassen Toys. It's actually a pretty nice hoop, as you can see here. It does come up at this point about 10 inches tall, and with a 7-inch tall figure, the scale isn't too bad, because I know this is basically like 1/12 scale, if you want to say that. This is more, let's just say maybe 1/10 scale, but it's not too bad, because the hoop, yes, is a little bit bigger than your average basketball, but I think we can make it work with photography. So if you ever wanted to try something like this out, you can definitely do so. I did love the style of the way this hoop was made. I know Hasbro Pulse has one on pre-order where you can buy or pre-order a hoop that should probably come out in the spring. But hey, you know, I got this one. I like it. It's actually not too bad. Just so we could, you know, you could kind of clamp this on here. Oh, I also mentioning this holder for the figure, I don't like as much because of the material of this plastic. And I know I'm going to scuff up the jersey by inserting this in here, because I know with that matte finish, it's not gonna hold right. But I will do my best in hoping that I could, you know, not ruin my figure, I guess you can say. So the height on this stand can pretty much go maybe just about a few inches, but I can't maneuver him. I can only go so far, because this clamp here doesn't like provide a squeeze. It's just a stoic holder, and there's no articulation in it. But I mean, for what we got, I can definitely try my best into doing a jumping pose in Joel Embiid reaching for the net like so, right? It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. I'll back this up a little bit so you can see. So I like it. It's not too bad. I definitely enjoy having that basketball hoop and, you know, an actual basketball figure to have in the collection and to do some photography with. So pretty cool. Not too bad. All right, guys, there you have it. There is my unboxing showcase review on the new starting lineup Series 1, Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Just considering my biased opinion of the athlete, because Philadelphia 76ers is my home team, so of course I'm gonna basically root for my home team. Joel Embiid is an amazing athlete, and I'm actually very happy to have this representation of Joel Embiid from the 76ers. So to each their own in regards to, that's why they have a whole slew of athletes for the starting lineup series, because they provided this catalog here, and you can definitely take your pick so far. If they continue this series, I definitely would love to see some legends show up in this lineup. So there you go, guys. Tell me what you think. I am definitely enjoying the figure. It's definitely got some great articulation, definitely has some hindrances, but you can work with it. You can make it your own. You can do what you want. I can't wait to kind of have him play around with some of my comic book characters on this basketball hoop. It's going to be funny. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe if you are new. I would greatly appreciate it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you soon, and I hope to see you on the next hunt.